Okay, people, I'm just gonna go straight into the reading while I'm on my bed at the moment and trying to get comfortable holding this laptop in between my legs, no homo. And, let's read. Diddy tried not to dwell on the disheartening events of the previous evening. She kept focused on her task, repeatedly reminding herself that this one assignment could fix everything if it went well. She couldn't afford to be distracted. At last the mare landed, albeit a bit too closely to the door. She skidded on the loose gravel and fell against the door. "What was that?" came a feeble voice from inside. "Spike, go check if some pony's at the front door, please." Tiny feet scampered across the floorboards, and a moment later Spike opened the door. "Oh, hey, Ditzy," the baby dragon greeted. "I haven't seen you in a while." "Hello, Spike," Ditzy answered. "Could you get Twilight for me?" Sure," Spike said. "One second." Ditzy watched Spike run up the stairs, and a few moments later the purple unicorn Ditzy was searching for trotted down the steps. "Special delivery," Ditzy sang, issuing the envelope to the approaching pony. Twilight took the delivery with interest. "Thanks, but I thought you weren't a mail mare anymore, Ditzy." "This isn't mail," Ditzy responded. "It's a special message. It didn't travel through the postal service." Twilight raised her eyebrows. "Really? Let me see." Twilight opened the message and read through it quickly. Ditzy watched closely, and was relieved as surprise and delight appeared on the unicorn's face. "I've been invited on a lunch with Princess Luna?" Twilight squealed excitedly. "I haven't seen her since the last nightmare night. Ooh, we have so much Oh well, we have so much to catch up on." In a flash the unicorn went upstairs, hastily preparing for the unplanned trip to Canterlot. In less than a minute she was back in the main library, her saddlebag stuffed and her mane newly groomed. "Spike," Twilight instructed, "keep an eye on the library. I'll be back tomorrow." "Yes, ma'am," Spike said, saluting. Twilight giggled with glee. "Thank you so much, Ditzy," she said. "I don't know how you wound up being tasked with such a delivery, but you have my sincerest gratitude." And with that she was out the door. Spike watched his companion disappear before turning to Ditzy with a suspicious expression. "Twilight just became part of the Equestria Speedy Shipping Service's latest job, didn't she?" he asked slyly. Ditzy just winked at the baby dragon before launching out the door to begin her own journey back to Camelot. That's kinda sucks. But I guess they are Pegasi, so it won't really matter. "There you are," Bree said with relief when his friend reappeared at the castle. "I think Luna's preparing for her date now. She is in her room getting ready. Is Twilight coming?" "She should be here any minute," Ditzy said. "I flew as fast as I could to get back before her." Breeze nodded before continuing. "Luna has had a meal prepared for them already. They'll be eating in the royal dining hall. It's a big, somewhat secluded room, and you and I will be disguised as members of the culinary staff so as not to attract attention from Twilight." "Good idea," Ditzy affirmed. "Twilight doesn't even know you, so you should probably be the one to interact with them if necessary, but hopefully we can both just stand by the kitchen doors and let the real staff handle the food." "I hope so," said Breeze. "And I gotta say, I think we have a pretty solid plan here. Luna and Twilight already know each other, and we've gone to all the necessary lengths to give them a relaxing and casual afternoon. This assignment is practically in the bag." Ditzy took a deep breath, hopeful that her friend was right. Bedecked in the white coats and the chef's hat, and in Ditsy's case a pair of dark glasses to hide her telltale eyes, the two shipping ponies watched as a pair of royal guards escorted Twilight Sparkle into the royal dining hall. Princess Luna, who was seated at a large table, smiled and motioned for Twilight to join her. Beaming, the purple unicorn obliged. "Twilight Sparkle," Luna said merrily, "it has been too long since we last saw each other. I'm glad you were able to join me on such short notice." "Oh, it was no inconvenience, Princess," Twilight said. "I was happy to take a break and come to Canterlot for the day." "Then I hope you shall not refuse my hospitality," Luna said. "Chefs, please bring us our meal." Ditzy and Breeze stepped aside as a half-dozen ponies, clad in the same outfit as the disguise the shippers wore, rushed into the dining area holding trays aloft in their magical auras. Luna, in a surprising display of foresight, had asked for a relatively small and average meal to be prepared. A large banquet with fine dishes would be present for the illusion of formality, which was not the mood that the princess wished to instill. Soon the meal was underway, and Twilight and Luna appeared to be enjoying a friendly conversation about recent events in Ponyville and Canterlot. Both ponies seemed content. "This is going well," Breeze whispered as he and Ditzy stood by the kitchen doors. "Luna's getting exactly what she wanted." Ditzy opened her mouth to respond, but stopped herself suddenly as something caught her eye. The chandelier, dangling from a high-voltage ceiling in the grand hall, was swinging slightly. The Pegasus would never have looked up high enough to notice the motion had one of her eyes not been lazing about near the top of its socket as usual. "Breeze, look up there. Why is the chandelier moving?" Breeze glanced up at the large light fixture. There was no open window, so it was likely that it was just simple air movement. Breeze squinted at it more closely and noticed a shocking detail. "Ditzy, the chain. Look, there's an aura around it. Some pony's manipulating the chain." Both of the shippers glanced at Twilight and Luna, but neither one showed any sign of magical use. Some pony else, hidden from sight, was discreetly messing with the suspended chandelier. "They might be trying to disconnect it," Breeze whispered suddenly. "It would fall right onto the table. I don't think it would hit Twilight or the princess, but it would really give them quite a scare." "Are you saying some pony is trying to sabotage us?" asked Ditzy nervously. "I don't know," Breeze said, "but we have to act fast. You go up there and make sure the chandelier doesn't fall. I'll try to find the unicorn manipulating it." There was no time to lose. Ditzy trotted nonchalantly around the outer edge of the room until she was out of view from both Twilight and the princess, and then quickly flew up to the ceiling. The chain holding the lights up was surrounded by a light blue aura, which appeared to be attempted to disconnect one of the links. Ditzy wasn't sure what to do. She couldn't do anything to cancel magic, so she simply held onto the chain below the affected link, hoping to Celestia that it wouldn't come undone. Breeze trotted briskly into the kitchen. The chefs all seemed hard at work, none of them aware of the crisis outside. Breeze looked around quickly, searching for any sign of a hidden pony among the chaotic room, but there appeared to be no pony present save for the kitchen staff. Breeze turned to return to the dining area and almost bumped into one of the other workers. "Sorry," he said quickly, brushing past the mayor as he walked by, but he hadn't gone 2 steps when a sudden realization dawned on him, and he turned back to glance at the pony. The staff member's was a blue mare. Most of her face was hidden beneath the brim of her hat. She said nothing. She seemed to be ignoring Breeze completely. "No, it can't be." In one swift movement, Breeze leapt forward and snatched the hat away, revealing a teal-maned unicorn in the middle of a spell. Upon being discovered, she ceased her magic immediately. "Glow!" Breeze cried angrily, pinning the unicorn against the wall. "Why are you here, and what in Celestia's name are you doing?" Glow smirked. "That should be obvious by now, I'm afraid." Breeze's lips curled into a snarl. "Are you telling me that you're actually trying to sabotage Ditzy and me?" "My, what a brilliant deduction," Glow mused. Breeze was flabbergasted. "But why? I mean, I know you didn't like us, but this?" "I gave Ditzy ample warnings," Glow had said calmly. "Now she's going to pay for trying to pass my record." "You have got to be kidding me!" Breeze cried. "Glow, do you even know what Ditzy is going through right now? Do you have any notion in that apparently empty head of yours at how important this particular assignment is going to be to her?" "The fate of Equestria could hang in the balance, and it wouldn't likely make a difference," Glow said. "Ditzy will not steal my fame and my title, and there's nothing to it." "Yeah, well," Breeze began, "if you think I'm going to let you go and cause more trouble, you're sorely mistaken." "Oh, that doesn't matter," said Glow. "It's too late to do anything now." Breeze raised an eyebrow. "What do you mean?" "The chain is already weak. It should be breaking at any second now." Breeze glanced at the window in the dining hall, and Glow's predicament immediately came true. The chain suddenly separated, and Ditzy lurched forward, her body stretched to its limit as she struggled to hold the now detached chandelier in one hoof. While grasping the dangling chain above the other, the red Pegasus gasped and immediately let go of Glow, racing to help out his friend. Walking quickly through the hall while still avoiding the notice of Twilight and Luna, Breeze reached the back room and leapt into the air. Within seconds, he hovered next to Ditzy. "Help!" Ditzy croaked pathetically as she struggled to maintain her position. "Okay, just hang on," Breeze whispered back. as he searched for the best way to support the chandelier. He flew up to the upper chain and discarded the broken link. There, now we just have to lift the chandelier and reattach the... He was cut off as Ditzy lost her grip, and the upper chain grasping as she and the chandelier began to fall. In a fraction of a second, the mare stopped again in midair. Her mind reeled as she tried to figure out what had just happened. She craned her neck to peer behind herself. Breeze dangled above her, his teeth firmly clenched on her tail, as he somehow maintained a grip on the chain above with his back hooves. Ditzy silently rejoiced that Breeze was such an athletic pony. She would never have been able to do that. Flapping madly, Breeze slowly began to lift his passenger and the large light fixture she supported back toward the ceiling. The pair only moved about an inch at a time, but they were, in fact, making progress. Breeze could only hope his energy didn't run out. Finally, the two Pegasi reached the height at which Ditzy could finally reconnect the links of the chain. She cautiously let go, and the chandelier stayed in place. Both ponies sighed, and with relief and exhaustion. Far below, Twilight and Luna continued to chat merrily, unaware that anything had happened. From the kitchen, Glow cursed under her breath. She hadn't expected the Pegasi to repair the damage she had caused in time, but the two of them made a better team than she thought. Knowing her co-workers, they would probably be coming to confront her. She hastily teleported away. A moment later, Ditzy and Breeze burst into the kitchen. "She's gone," Breeze grumbled. "Who?" asked Ditzy. "Who was it?" "Glow," Breeze growled. "She's trying to sabotage us." Ditzy looked horrified. "Are you serious?" Breeze nodded, still glancing around the kitchen for the missing unicorn. "Well, maybe it doesn't matter," Ditzy said. "I think Twilight and Luna are almost done. Look!" The disguised ponies peered out of the kitchen window and saw two dining ponies get to their hooves. They exchanged a few muffled words. Twilight nodded eagerly, and the ponies went into their separate ways. A moment later, Luna entered the kitchen. "Phase 1 is complete!" she bellowed. "Princess, watch the volume, please," Bree said, gingerly removing his hooves from his ears. "And what do you mean, Phase 1? "Let me explain," Princess said. "Twilight Sparkle and I got into a discussion of the rest of her wonderful friends, all of whom I'm slightly apprehensive of me when I last visited Ponyville. It would please Twilight most greatly if I were one as good of terms with them as I am with her, and so we have decided to throw a party this evening in the ballroom. All of Twilight's friends from Ponyville shall be attending, and of course this means I will need of your services for a while longer, to make sure the festivities go smoothly." Ditzy gulped. Okay, Princess. We'll start preparing for the party immediately." Luna nodded in affirmation and left the kitchen, leaving Ditzy and Breeze alone. "Well, this gives Glow another chance to mess us up," Ditzy mumbled. "At least we know what she's up to," Breeze said. "She's just one unicorn. You and I can probably stop her, even if she has planned all chaos to ensue. We just have to keep our eyes open for signs of her mischief." Noticing Breeze didn't look particularly reassured, Noticing Ditzy didn't look particularly reassured, Breeze continued. "Besides, Candyfloss said he'd be sending along the others to help. Cloudcover and Watt will be here to back us up by the time the party starts. Together, I'm sure the four of us can handle anything Glow whips up." Ditzy smiled and thought of her other co-workers. "I guess you're right. It's going to be one heck of an evening, but we can do this. I know we can." Cosmic Glow paced slowly through the castle gardens, lost in thought. She needed a truly magnificent plan if she wanted to ruin Ditzy's assignment. After overhearing the plans for the party from a well-concealed hiding spot, the unicorn knew it would be her last chance to defeat her rival. But what? What can I do?" she thought repeatedly to herself as she ambled along the outside of the castle. "Watt and Cloudcover might be showing up. I don't think my magic is strong enough to do anything while all four of them are on the lookout for me." Glow wondered briefly what sort of trouble Ditzy had gotten herself into. Whatever it was, it must have been pretty severe, given the way Breeze reacted during their brief confrontation. "Now, don't go getting all sympathetic," the mare thought to herself. "It's probably all part of their plan to overthrow me anyway. I will not let Ditzy succeed me in this assignment. That wacky Pegasus needs to be taught her place." Glow was busy staring at the ground, scheming that she crashed headfirst into a large, very solid object. Teetering slightly from the impact, the unicorn looked up at the obstruction she had run into. It was one of the statues scattered throughout the castle grounds. There had been many statues littering the area, but this one was different. It depicted a tail, thin, being composed of a large, bizarre amalgamation of elements. This was the statue of Discord. Curiosity got the better of Glow. Gingerly she placed a hoof against the side of the statue, and it nearly retracted when a loud but silky male voice rang out in her head. "Oh look, a fan has come to visit me. I do so love getting visitors. I would sign an autograph for you, but unfortunately it seems that I am encased in stone." I can hear him, Glow thought. I wonder if he can hear me. "Of course I can hear you," the voice said again in her head. "As long as you don't remove from your hoof from the statue, that is. Now, really, what do you want?" A wild idea came to Glow suddenly. She wasn't desperate enough to do something stupid like try to release Discord, just to make sure Dissy failed the assignment. But maybe she could take advantage of the situation in a less detrimental way. I came for some advice," Glow said. "I'm trying to ruin an important social event, but the ponies running the event are onto me. They'll be on the lookout for my magic. Can you think of any ideas?" Discord laughed heartily. It warms my heart to see a pony so willing to cause a little chaos in this boring and orderly land. Of course I will help you in such a cause." "I'm not releasing you before you ask," Glow said quickly. "I'm talking about chaos that I can cause." Again Discord chuckled. "Don't worry, my little pony. I wouldn't expect you to attempt something so drastic, but I can help you indirectly. What sort of chaos do you wish to wreak? What time is it?" "Oh, 17:07. Oh, it's okay. I'll just read the entire thing and play some stuff while I'm doing so." "Anything," Glow admitted, "as long as it's extreme as possible, without actually physically hurting any pony." "Extreme, you say? Hold on, my mother of mine." I had to stop the recording for reasons. Nah. I'm gonna keep reading. Again, Discord chuckled. "Don't worry, my little pony. I wouldn't expect you to attempt something so drastic, but I can help you indirectly. What sort of chaos do you wish to wreak?" "Anything," Glow admitted, "as long as it's extreme as possible, without actually physically hurting any pony." "Extreme, you say?" Discord mused excitedly. "Well, I may know some pony that can help you in that." A bright image suddenly flashed into Glow's mind, causing her to blink in surprise. This be a map," Discord explained. "Follow it and you'll find a cave around the back of this mountain. Once there, call for a pony named Screwball. She is my finest creation, a willing agent of pure chaos, and she'd probably be happy to help you out. You won't be disappointed in her abilities, I assure you." Glow nodded slowly. "Screwball, huh? Well, okay, thank you." "No problem at all," said Discord. "Enjoy your chaos, my dear." Glow removed her hoof from the statue, and the voice fell silent. Immediately she set off, following the instructions ingrained to her mind. The sun was setting when Glow finally reached the location. Before her was a large grassy field flanking the mountainside, and carved into the mountainside was a wide, dark cave. On closer inspection, Glow could see all sorts of bizarre and colorful drawings on the cave. Cautiously, she approached the mouth of the cavern. "Screwball, are you here?" Several seconds passed, and then a pony appeared from the depths of the cave. She was pinkish purple, and she was an earth pony. No, that wasn't quite the word for it. After all, she was flying, but without the aid of wings. Only a tiny propeller beanie kept her aloft. Her eyes contained no pupils, just colorful swirls. Glow said awkwardly as the strange thing came to hover in front of her. "You're Screwball, right?" The strange pony responded by peeling off its own cutie mark as if it was no more than a sticker. She showed the symbol to Glow, a baseball next to a spiral screw. "I'll take that as a yes," Glow mumbled as she watched Screwball reapply the picture on her flank. "So listen, Discord said that you could help me, and I was just wondering if could?" "Discord?" Screwball chirped happily, clapping her front hooves together. Yes, Discord. He needs you to help me cause some chaos. Can you do that? Batteries are not included, Screwball said. Glow blinked. Right. Just follow me if you understand. Glow turned to go, and luckily Screwball floated along beside her. The Chaos Pony may not have made sense, but apparently she, in fact, comprehended Glow's speech. A moment later, the unicorn and her strange new companion stood on a ridge, looking down towards Canterlot Castle, which gleamed in the setting sun. Glow smiled darkly. Alright, Ditsy-do. Let's see if you can keep the party running smoothly once I bring along an uninvited guest. Dun 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 dun. Okay. This is weird. I don't even. Why? Why would you do this? I don't know. If maybe. Look, this is gonna be my problem. If Ditsy and the people don't tell any of the guards that there might be problems at the party, I'd be like, why didn't you tell my guards? Like, if I was Luna, theoretically. And this might go really bad, and this might end up backfiring, and I just saw, okay, this is a little off topic. If you want to turn off the video, you can, but I was watching a French movie, because I have a French class and we do this kind of stuff. And I'm on spring break finally, so I can read and play video games and talk with Pinky a bit, and maybe, I don't know. Yes, Pinky my top up, by the way. Anyways, stop right now, stop. And I'll be able to probably read. I'm going to do these longer chapters. The last chapter I'm doing in one sitting, even though if I can't, I probably won't be able to if my computer just decides not to be able to upload an hour-long video, because I do have the side stories planned for this, because it's apparently what won in my little lottery, and I'm getting close to 50 subscribers, so I might do it again. Please, I'm gonna put this in a different video, but if you're still listening, I can read cloth fiction, but I do not prefer to read cloth fiction. I don't think I've read a single cloth fiction. I've read like funny, like the Big Macintosh, something like that, Big Daddy Macintosh or whatever that was, and that was funny, even though it completely bombed on ratings, and I can understand why, because I spent my entire time laughing at that video because it was so funny, and I listen to it now just to laugh at like how retarded that story was. It was a good story, kind of like it was a good story. It made me laugh. I give that thing like. But yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, just last few chapters I'm gonna do in the full length. If I can't do them, I will put them in pieces, like I did that one video that was like 50 minutes long, and it wouldn't upload. Get like to 99%, and then be like, error, you can't do this right now, blah blah blah, and I'd be like, oh. Anyways, I would. Anyways, what was I talking about? I'm just gonna stop the video now. I have no idea what I was talking about.